Welcome back to Scotty's Hobbies. Today is March 30th, 2026, and this is an emissions deregulations update. What happened? In the last few days, the Trump administration, the EPA, announced that they are going to do away with the DEF urea sensors. So now, the D rate got changed a few months ago. Now they're going after the, the DEF urea sensors. They're going to make those so manufacturers don't need to use them anymore. We're going to go over that in this video. It's been a couple weeks since I've updated you guys, and really nothing has happened since the 2009 endangerment findings, greenhouse gas endangerment findings got reversed by the EPA. I told you guys nothing was going to happen, and nothing has happened. I even called smog shops in Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, which are all federal smog or federal emissions regulations. All of the shops that I contacted, all of them are still open. So even non-California compliant states are still doing smogs. And I thought smogs were gonna, who knows? But I was right. I told you so. Smogs aren't going away, unfortunately. But if it does, I will let you know. Now, this urea sensor being deregulated, or the Trump administration saying that they're no longer needed, I think this is gonna apply to the newer vehicles or new manufactured vehicles. And I'll get into that in just a moment. Before we go too far, please hit that like button, subscribe, check out the video library for a ton of automotive helpful DIY videos and emissions deregulations videos. Now let's get into this. Let's pull up the actual announcement from the EPA. This announcement was actually on March 27th, 2026, so a few days ago. I've been so busy with family and stuff, like it's crazy. And like I said, let's see. Trump administration announces latest action to address diesel exhaust fluid system complaints. Almost said compliments. Complaints. Saves American farmers and truckers over $13 billion annually. All right. So you could go read this. The link's going to be in the description up here. Links in the description of what this all means. So right off the bat, EPA removes DEF sensor requirements, saving Americans billions annually and countless hours of lost time and productivity. Now we all know the urea sensors or the DEF sensors suck. They go bad. They're hard to figure out what's going on. I have a buddy in Modesto that owns a towing company. He's been dealing with DEF system and especially sensors for a very long time, to where some of his trucks are decommissioned. It's a tow company. Did I say that? Tow company. He has tow trucks that can't be driven because they're in D-rate mode because they have DEF sensor problems that nobody can figure out. They're just parked there. And I know for sure in the Dodge Ram, they're not Dodge, sorry, the Ram 25 and 3500s, I've been dealing with my buddy's 2017. His urea sensor, DEF sensor, gets clogged all the time with that crystallization stuff. I go in there, get the hot water in there and clean it off, and it works for a little bit. So these are super problematic. Hey guys, a word from the sponsor today, ExpressVPN.com. If you guys are not using ExpressVPN, you're missing out. ExpressVPN keeps your connection private and secure on all your devices, phone, laptop, and your smart TV, so hackers, trackers, and internet providers can't snoop on what you're doing. Plus, it lets you change the region to watch shows on movies on Netflix, Hulu, or Disney Plus that aren't available in your country. I've been using it for years. It's fast, safe, and super easy. Hit the link in the description below, or go to expressvpn.com/Scotty's Hobbies to get the deal that I've worked out for you guys. Save money and protect yourself while online with ExpressVPN, the same one I trust every day. And this is really great, right? So why will we have a DEF system on the truck if they're not going to monitor it? This is a sign that they're going to get rid of DEF, right? Well, if we scroll through this, again, links in the description for everything I show. And don't forget, I forgot to tell you, I am so good on my success rate of my information. The rumor is out there. Actually, it might not be a rumor. Think about it, you guys. Is Scotty B paid by carb? Well, Full Metal 556, he commented on a it's a smog related video. This fool is paid by carb. What a lame. This lame has such good information because I know how to read. I'm getting paid by carb. If you guys know where to pick up my check, comment below, please, because I need some money. Gas in California ain't cheap. But you know what? big trucks, gas hogs, the price is going to be going down soon, which is A plus. So gas prices for the short term go up so I could buy some nice trucks. But in the long term, go down. But we know that ain't gonna ever go back down. Another story. All right, back to this, the announcement from the EPA. So they said no more DEF sensors, take that urea sensor off. But if you look at this, now it says, the agency's new guidance makes clear that under existing regulations, manufacturers can stop inaccurate DEF system failures by removing traditional emission sensors known as urea quality sensors. So your DEF sensors, and switching to, so they could take that off of the truck. They can no longer use that, but they're going to have to, they have to switch to nitrous oxide sensors. So they're going to have to use NOx sensors. And this is what I keep telling everybody is the emissions components on vehicles, they're not going away. So what this new rule is instead of making sure that the urea is good or checking that the system is using the right liquid, I guess you could say, now the vehicle has to actually test that the emissions are actually getting reduced. So we all know that the diesel exhaust fluid systems, the DEF systems, the scrubbers, all that stuff, that's to reduce NOx. Scrubbers might be for particulate matter, but the DEF system is to reduce NOx. So now, instead of using a DEF sensor, they could use a NOx sensor to make sure that the DEF system is actually reducing the NOx coming out of the vehicle. So I guess it's, like I said, it's not really a deregulation. This is a regulation change. So they could stop using DEF sensors that get all crystallized up. And who knows what the NOx sensor is going to be. And in place of the DEF sensor, they can now use NOx sensors. They is the manufacturers of vehicles out there. So production line stuff. I don't think this is going to affect the vehicles already on the road, because how easy is it going to be to remove your DEF sensor and put a NOx sensor in there and make the computer know how to read that sensor? So I'm not sure how much this is really going to affect the vehicles on the road as it is. But it is a change that the EPA has brought about when it comes to the DEF systems. So that's a plus. We could take that. And I know everybody hates DEF. I don't personally deal with DEF other than my work truck, and it's my work truck. And I'm like, if something goes bad, I'm like, I turn it in. I don't care. And it's not even all of our work trucks. So DEF doesn't really affect me. But I know everybody complains about it. So just trying to keep you guys updated on it. But what really scares me still is the EPA has not gone through or even started talking about yet this rule that's coming out in 2027. This rule right here, up here, is from the EPA. It says, final rule, multi-pollutant emissions standards for model years 2027 and later light duty and medium duty vehicles. This is the emission standard that's going to be starting in 2027 from the federal EPA. And if you go through this, at the very bottom, it says, last updated February 13th, 2026. That's right after the the reconsideration of the greenhouse gas emission standards got reversed. That was going to end smog before, right? And I need to start making more videos just for clicks, because you guys like to click on these videos, even though I hate making videos about nothing. That's what you guys like, and it sucks. So in this rule, like I said, it comes out in 2027. This is, if this rule goes through, if EPA doesn't touch this, it's going to reduce the allowable NOx out of a vehicle even more, gas and diesel, which makes me think emissions components on vehicles are not going away if there is a emission standard that gets stricter than it is right now. Am I misunderstanding something? What's going on here? Like, what is really going on? Is stuff really going to change? Is the next EPA administration, or is the next administration going to have the EPA change everything back to the way it was before? Because each administration, the EPA can make their own rules like they are right now. They could just change these rules unless Congress gets their act together and passes a bill. So hopefully next week I will start going through all the bills again. Transportation Freedom Act, the Stop CARB Act, the HR 4117, Diesel Liberation Act, I think it was. All of them. I'll go through them all and we'll see where they're at. if none of the bills in Congress get anywhere by the end of this year, all the bills get thrown away pretty much, and they start new again in 2027. We need Congress to actually do something. Stop sitting on their hands and giving each other strangers. Do something. Like, subscribe, share, comment below, let me know what you think. I will see you guys in the next hopefully helpful video. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies.